and I told him, you better not pout, you better not cry, because I'm telling you why. Mom, I'm gonna have to call you back. We got company, and yeah, they're here, so bye-bye. Hey. Hello and welcome to Thrift Shop Adventures Episode 4, Video Game Hunting. Let's do a little recap of what I found. Just got out of work. I drove down all the way to this night market. I'm gonna check it out, see what it's like, see what happens. Let's go. Let's get it. Ugh. Okay, so that was a bust. Literally. I visited a Thursday night flea market. There wasn't that many games there. There was maybe like BioShock 2, but there was no manual, and the guy wanted it for 15 bucks. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. And then there was a reseller over there with a lot of old games, SNES, N64, Xbox, and stuff like that, but mostly titles that I'm not really interested in. I'm really interested in from some big ticket items. Couldn't find anything, but I did make a purchase. I spent 8 bucks. Hostel, no manual. 7 Platinum series with the little book and stuff. I don't normally find it. It's in Living Color Season 1. I really like the show. Then Saturday rolled along. Me and my dad visited a whole bunch of yard sales. And I stopped at this one house and I saw in a plastic bag. You can't really notice it until you really just look at it. But it was wrapped in a plastic bag, like so. A PlayStation 2, fat. It was missing the front cover right here, as you can see. But it does light up. And it turns on and the case comes out. It's a little rattly. It's very dusty on the inside, but it still works. The family that sold it to me, I bought it along with this NES controller. I bought both of this for 10 bucks. She was asking for 25, but once I showed her the case, she's like, okay, 10 bucks. I offered 10 bucks. Then I went down the street, Mallrats, because this is an awesome movie. And it is complete with little insert. As well as a Conquer Live and Reloaded. It's just the demo version, as you can see. This was on another table, and I think they were pricing it at 5 bucks. But one of the YouTubers brought it to a different table, which was just DVDs, and they were just selling the DVDs for just $1 a piece. So the lady that was at the DVD section sold me both of these for just 2 bucks altogether. So that's not that bad. Because I saw online the Conquer sells for at least 5, maybe. Small profit. We visited like 10 or more yard sales. But John, you got the best of the yard sales. I'll put a link below showing what he got. Ugh! And I even went to that yard seller and I was like, do you have any games? Like, oh no, I just sold my N64 collection. I was like, dang, I'm pretty sure John got it. And lo and behold, he did. Went to another place and I picked up this just for 50 cents a piece. First off is this Sony motion controller for 50 cents. I haven't tested it yet. Dragon Ball Z Game Boy Advance game, The Legacy of Goku. So this was just $1 for everything. Then I went to another house and there was like barely anything there. And then the lady's like, oh, what are you looking for? And my dad's like, oh, he's looking for games. And she's like, oh, my son's trying to sell games. And calls a little boy and it's like, go show him the games. And Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. It's incomplete, but this is a great game. People like it. And it has a little mark of JR, like right here, and some minor scratching in the back. But I think it's still playable. Got that for 5 bucks. Mario Party 8 for the Wii, which is complete. There's no marking on the front. And there's a little minor scratching, so we'll see how that works. But I got this one for $9, and it normally sells on eBay for around $20. And then the next day, Sunday, I checked out the Assen Flea Market. 30 in the morning, going to flea market. Yay! I don't know if you can see me, but I didn't get any sleep. And I'm heading to the Assen Flea Market, which starts at 4. Let's hope we can find some things. Crossing fingers, because I am tired. Now why you wanna go and do that, love, huh? Making things for me towards you, huh? Here we go. I think I'm pretty fucking early. I am gonna park where I usually park. That's where I'm gonna go. Yep, it's morning time, so I spent a good 2.5 hours at the flea market. I've been walking around like everywhere. There was some good stuff, and I'm gonna go home and sleep. So later. This first lady, and I was just like, "Oh, do you have any games?" And she's like, "Yeah, here, check out this box." And I didn't know why I picked it up, but it was missing the manual. But I found it in another box, and it's Power Rangers Time Force complete for the PS1. For the PS2, Rainbow Six 3 complete. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories complete. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which is complete. And she was selling these $2 a piece. I only had $7, so she took it for $7. Saw this new setup, and there was hardly anything there, but there was this box, and then right behind it I saw this stack of little boxes. I was like, what's that? And it was Super Nintendo games in their boxes, and the lady was selling it for every game was $3 a piece, so I picked up 7 games for $20. And the first one is this N64 game, Pokemon Snap, because you can't go wrong with Pokemon. And then the box, first off, is Home Alone 2, complete, with manual and game, but no inner cardboard, and it smells pretty old. Pilot Wings, manual looks pretty beat up to hell. Looks like they tried to tape it with something, and like, look at that. There's even some hair coming out of it. I don't know what's going on here. And it has rental stickers from Hollywood Video in Wilsonville, Oregon. Lethal Weapon, complete, manual, game. Gradius 3, the manual is pretty nice actually, other than the smelling old, and game. Jungle Strike, the sequel to Desert Strike, game. Manual, looks pretty nice. The Hunt for the Red October. The boxes are pretty beat up, but you know, the manuals look pretty nice, as well as the games. Sometimes it's hard to find here on Island is complete games without rental stickers. There was a guy selling a complete NES action set, but he was like talking it up like, oh, you can sell, they're selling for like $400 and stuff. The box was nice, and it would also come with a controller with a joystick. But I was like, his rock bottom price was $100, and I only had 60, so I couldn't do that. But I kept walking around, looking at different things, and finally I picked up this PlayStation 2 Fat. It came with the memory card, Mad Catz Magic Gate, and this is probably for like a remote, but it didn't have the remote. And it also had one controller, and it came with this little game dock from Nyko, this vertical tower, and it's really dirty. It needs to be cleaned. And at first it turns on, the light shows, but it was stuck. The gate was stuck. It was like half open, and it, whenever you press the button, it just go up a little bit and then go back down. And I played with it a little bit, and so now it'll come out for a little bit and then go back in. So, and it sounds like there's something loose inside, and this thing's loose right here. It kind of broke off when I was trying to pull it out. So, but I haven't tested it to see if it plays. But I got this with that tower and controller all for $15. And as a hidden bonus, there's actually games in the tower. So there's the Legacy of Kain series, Blood Omen 2. There's one main scratch. Lara Croft Tomb Raider, The Angel of Darkness. Minor. MechWarrior 2, 31st Century Combat, Devil May Cry, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, and Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. So that's not bad. That was my overall haul for PS2, and about 4 DVDs, movies, and 20 games. And I spent a total of around 57 bucks for all of that. So I got a PS2, there's a PS1 down there, I got my GameCube, N64, Super Nintendo, and PS3 up there. So the collection is slowly growing. I'm still looking for a Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis. I do have a Wii, but it's outside in the living room. And I have a Nintendo Game Boy Advance, my Game Boy bag that has a DS, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Yeah, that was it. That's my week, and I'll get back to you for this week. Yeah, peace.